What is up, you YouTube loving mother people? We're installing the Shark Demon front headlight, and we yeet them. All right, as you can see, once again, we got the 24th Street Glide behind us. We are in process of hooking it up even more. We're about to dress up the front a little bit better. One second. We're installing the Shark Demon front headlight. The front headlight on this is an LED. It is decent, but it's not super bright. This time of year, I do a lot of nighttime riding. During the summer, I get into the night quite a bit as well. On the back roads, I just wanted something a lot brighter. So we're going to do the Shark Demon on the front of it. So let's get into it. Let's get this thing installed. All right, first things first, let's get this bike lowered down and get that front fairing off. Once I get the front fairing off, I need to kind of start getting it stripped down for this light. Well, now that we got the front end apart, let's start by seeing what's in this box, what parts we need to take off of this. And we'll do the thing that most men don't do. Let's read the instructions. Let's see what's in this box. Just so you're aware, it's the first time I've opened it, and I've been like a kid in a candy store just waiting to get into this box, but I figured I'll let you guys view it with me for the first time. Some instructions, wiring harness, mounting hardware, paper towel. Shoo-wee. There she is. Looks pretty good. And I will say, all you LP6 guys, this one has 7, so it's one more better than an LP6. And I believe we have our mountain bracket. Now that we got it unboxed, typically what we do with all of our boxes is we take them and we yeet them. So yeet all that stuff out of the way. Let's figure out what we're going to be doing now. Pretty much looks like we are removing the adjustment bracket and whole headlight assembly on the bike and then putting in a new one. Sounds easy enough. So we're going to be removing bolt, 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 bolt. Looks like that's it. First things first, let's pop the harness out of the way. Just that way we can slide it back. These are some T27s. All right, we got the headlight assembly off of the front fairing. So next step is you've got a mounting bolt and a mounting bolt and then 2 mounting bolts. I want you to take all these off so that way we can pop the headlight off. Got our headlight assembly out. And then reusing the factory hardware, install the custom dynamics bracket in. Now, once you get the bracket installed onto this, it's time to put the bulb assembly or the light assembly into the bracket. And that is where you use the supplied hardware. While I'm doing this, I will go over why I am doing the Shark Demon versus like an LP6. One reason, cops are assholes. Just kidding. Don't get your panties in a wad. The LP6 is actually just a really bright off-road fog light or running light designed for off-road use only. And it is not DOT approved. So technically, if you're running one and a cop pulls you over, he can give you a ticket for running the wrong type of light. Now, will that happen? Who knows? But this one's going to be plenty bright for me, and I don't have to worry about that hassle. When you go to put the bulb in, or the light assembly, one thing I will say is make sure that you center it, just to make it easier for whenever you get it fully installed, that you can align it. And also, don't just slap this thing in and then go ride. You want to line it up to where it's at the right ride height. You don't want it to be too high or too low. And the way that I usually do that is I'll go over there like on my door or where I've got a flat wall back there. I'll bring the bike about 15 to 20 feet off of it, turn the light on, and then you're looking for your horizontal plane. And you just want to see where that plane is. If you feel like it's going to be too low, then raise it up some. If it's like way up in the air or too high, go ahead and lower it down some. And then go ride it and see. And then if you need to make adjustments after you ride, then you can. All right, now that we got it installed in the bracket, let's go ahead and move over and put it into the front fairing. And then we'll loosely set on the bike just so we can see what it looks like. And then I'm going to have to trim these up real quick. I'll do that off camera, and we'll go from there. Also, one thing I will say is whenever you do take your fairing off, put it on a blanket or something. This is just a shipping blanket that I got from the Harbor Freight. I would just do something like that so that way you reduce the chance of scratching your nice expensive fairing. All right, whenever I want to take it out, we have our turn signals and running lights right here. I just took the one out and slid it out, but the new light is way deeper into the hole right here. So I'm going to have to loosen up the turn signals all the way around to see if I can get some more lift in them. All right, now that we got the headlight assembly bolted in place, let's put our harness in. You are going to need the adapter harness that comes with this. Something I prefer to do is let's zip tie this bracket or this harness extension up, so that way it's not just flopping around. Oh, now that we got it back onto the fairing, let's get it set on the front of the bike so that way we can kind of see what it's going to look like. Like I said, I'm just kind of setting it on right now just for that dramatic effect, but we'll be pulling it back off. I will say it is heavier, so if you're looking for weight reduction, this ain't going to be the light to go with. Oh yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. The metal bracket that comes with it actually encapsulates the hole for the light. Now, I am missing this piece right here. That's kind of what it's going to look like. Took this off because, like I said, before I actually go for a ride, I need to adjust. This plastic cover literally just snaps out, and then you have your adjustment screw right here for your vertical adjustment. So I'm going to slap this thing back off real quick. I'm going to knock these off, do a quick cut on it, clean that up, and then once I get that done, we'll get it fully installed and take a look at it. I'll turn it on so we can see how bright it is. Got the front end back together, and as you can see, went ahead and trim these little guys up. No more of like that wing that dips down. Kind of opens it up some. I wish I could kind of come up at an angle, but that's where the pivot joint is. So it's just going to have to go flat across. But it opens it up more so that way you can see the tubes. It's a little foreshadowing because eventually whenever I go to do my front suspension, I'm still kind of up in the air what I want to do. Legends, Fox, Allens, Oleens, however you want to pronounce it. But whenever I do it, I'm contemplating putting in gold forks or gold tubes or black. I'm not really positive yet, but I wanted to open it up so that way whenever I do it, you can actually see the work that's being done. So trim those up, made it look a little bit more flush as it goes back. Now, let's get this front fairing completely put on. As you can see, the bike is off the lift and we've got the headlight installed. I'm in some different drip now. That's because it is a different day. I took the bike out multiple different times riding at night, and I can tell you, hands down, over stock, this light is awesome. It is much brighter. It's not super blinding for their oncoming traffic, but the light itself is super bright, especially once you flick it to high beam. Just the brightness of it is awesome at night. It is definitely a recommended upgrade to do to your bike. Installation was pretty easy, pretty straightforward, as you guys could see. It's kind of hard to tell when editing videos and watching videos on YouTube. I recorded the entire steps from start to finish on it, including stopping to talk to you guys for a little bit, and I had only recorded for 35 minutes. And that includes setting up cameras and doing all that crazy fun stuff. So the installation is rather quick. I'd say sub 30 minutes if you are mechanically inclined. If you're not, then maybe a little bit longer. Either way, it's a super simple install. Definitely worth it. Pretty excited about it. I can't wait to get this thing out of the road even more and just enjoy the bike. Hope you guys are enjoying following along on the series with this 24 Street Glide. If you guys are okay with that. If not, let me know in the comments down below. If this video helped you out, let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.